This beat go hard.
On today's episode of Can't Be Cancelled. Nah, we're gonna cut that out.
Know what it is? Can't Be Cancelled family. We back with another one.
Hey.
Back with my lady. About to do another reaction. We're gonna be reacting to some Fresh and Fit. I know them boys crazy as fuck over there, but you know they got a lot of good takes, controversial takes for me. I think this might be Babe's first time watching them. They might make a man, but I know how to, pick and choose what to listen to and not listen to on the Fresh and Fit shit. Cause Myron, he spits some game, but he really just you gonna figure out he gives good messages. He's an asshole with it, so he don't know how to make people fucking listen. That's his problem. He don't know how to get people to listen to him. But we're gonna be listening to Why Women Don't Take Accountability on a Fresh and Fit podcast. Y'all let us know.
How you want to judge that. I don't think we are nearly as judgmental as we ought to be right now. And I don't think that there is anything wrong with being judgmental. We call it, in fact, just calling it judgmental is like that. Even the term sounds negative. It has negative connotations. If I said men need to be more discerning with women. Men, as I was saying before, women, when it comes to like to their instinct, like the female, intuition kind of thing, it's when women are trying to figure out a guy if he's the real deal with their feminine intuition, they're always looking for the accurate cues. Okay. Well, the problem is that women don't do themselves any favors amongst themselves when they are trying to discern those things. And then second of all, men don't have any incentive to tell women the truth because first of all, we live in a gynocentric social order, and what that means is a feminine primary social order. So men don't want to step on anyone, so they want to blow their chances. They don't want, like, what was it? The GSS study where it was like guys between the ages of 18 and 24, 29, something like that, are not getting laid. In this generation,
men are reporting the lowest levels of sexual activity
than ever before. But women are not. So women are still getting laid. They're just not getting laid with the majority of the guys right now, because what happens is the guys who get into that situation, there's guys that women want to sort of like use as boyfriend material, and then there's the guys who you meet in the hot guy in the foam cannon party, right? The guy who's like the hot guy in the club that you want to go home with, that's short-term sexual. Women have no more incentive to look. Everyone on this whole panel just said this a second ago, is like their priority for finding the guy to settle down, have kids with, get married with is very, very, very low, right? I want to get mine before the lights come on at the party. Well, the thing is like you're looking for the guy who is a short-term sexual while you are in the time of your life where you can maximize your potential to get that guy. The guys who are trying to get with you, who maybe would make a good long-term partner, they're not going to tell you that you are overweight. They're not going to tell you that that they work at Subway. They're not going to give you the honest cues that I was just telling you. They have, like, guys amongst ourselves, we will compete with each other for authenticity. Like, we will try to say you're fake. He's a phony. That's how guys disqualify each other online right now. He's a fool. He doesn't really have a McLaren. He rented that McLaren. Right? Like, I can go and point out, call you out and whatever, haters left and right. But the thing is that when it comes to those honest cues, guys don't have any incentive not to, first of all, present themselves as not who they are, and then second of all, they're not going to tell you that you need to lose weight. They're not going to tell you that statistically, and I'm just going to say this, as bluntly as I can say, statistically, you're in a tough spot right now. Okay. No one says this, because what we try to do is we try to incentivize the beta male blue pill guys to say, oh, you're a single mommy. You're a noble superhero for getting with a single mommy. What you're saying to that guy is that he should sort of sublimate his paternity interests. Like Zuby here was just saying, I want one woman and I want 5 kids, because he's interested in his own paternity. He's not interested in somebody who already has those kids that are already there, biologically speaking. You're not going to hear that anywhere else but from my mouth. I don't have any reason not to tell you that, but other guys who would want to get with you, they don't want to tell you
They
that
use the
truth because they don't want to blow
stepdaddy
their chances.
Most guys who try to get with me will try to use the stepdaddy approach. Like
Mhm.
they will try and flirt with me using some sort of masculine, I could be a father to your children, a father
Right.
figure to your children kind of approach with me.
Mhm.
So that's why I was like, I didn't want to cut them off, but I'm like, yeah, a lot of guys, when they do try to flirt with me, they'll flirt with me using my children in not a creepy way, but in a
Mhm.
way that they want to show some sort of
As a crutch.
yeah,
Mhm.
they try to use it as like, hey,
Stepdaddy game. That's the
you're
first.
probably looking for a stepdaddy, which I'm not, guys. I'm not looking for a stepdaddy, but you know, they'll be like, you're probably looking for a stepdaddy, so I'm gonna go ahead and use. Like you're probably.
But if she finds a man, she's gonna expect him to be stepdaddy, right? She can't say I'm not looking for a stepdaddy having kids, because finding a man comes with being a stepdaddy at that point. In her situation. Like,
I guess. I mean,
because you're not
I don't know.
gonna expect him to wanna just take up, you know, if it goes long term, let's just say it does go long term, you know, and you guys start getting deep, you're not gonna be like, set my kids aside, you know, you're gonna have to take you with the kids. Like, you can't just set the kids aside and just be like, well, I'm just gonna date you. So it's kind of like looking for stepdaddy, not necessarily looking for a stepdaddy,
They're
but
just falling into one.
yeah, that's just, you can't separate the two. It's like you can't separate the two.
You
In my
gotta take
eyes.
them out with the kids. Kids
Yeah.
ain't going nowhere.
And her for saying, you know, I'm not looking for a stepdaddy, but you're gonna want that man to play stepdaddy
Eventually.
eventually.
If you
So
see
you
yourself,
you can't say I'm not looking for a stepdaddy.
And use that approach as, hey, you know, I would love to buy your kids something for their birthday, or I would love to be around and
Right.
take you guys out to eat all together.
I will assume the parental investment responsibilities of the guy who wouldn't. Look at me. I'm a superhero. Maybe, and for most guys who are in sort of like what we call the 80%ers, the guys who are like the blue pill kind of beta guys, that is a sexual strategy for them.
Yeah.
I should say that's a reproductive strategy for them, because they figure if they can get in there and take care of your baby daddy's kids, they are going to successfully reproduce with you.
And I will tell you guys, it's very creepy. Please do not do
Don't
it.
do that.
It's very creepy to use my kids as a way to flirt with me. Use that. Take that as you may. Do not get in my inbox trying to be my stepdaddy, because you will never meet my kids, at least not for years.
I mean,
So let me put a period on this. So when it comes to accountability, the reason why this format is popular, the reason why Kevin Samuels is popular right now, is because no one is doing that. No one holds women accountable, and it seems outrageous that guys would actually bring a bunch of girls on here and say, you know what, there is no biological clock. You're in your epiphany phase. You're average at best, right?
I mean,
You're a single mom. You've got a tough road to hoe right there. There's to talk about like real issues like this is technically holding women accountable, because it makes them like publicly aware, puts them on a spot to be accountable for the lives that they're living, right? So we just talked about like, where does marriage fit into your sort of life plans right there? Even just asking that question in some formats is like, it's inappropriate. You're not supposed to talk about those things.
Well, you know, a lot of like, and I will say, and I'll keep it 100, a lot of men do want to get babied, like, or at least they want a certain amount of attention at the end of the day. And because I'll never be able to provide that attention to them, because I do have kids that require me.
Do you think that men want a certain amount of attention at the end of the day?
No. Hell no. I don't know what kind of man she messing with. She messing with some pretty boys that's probably in the mirror more than her. But men don't want
mad
attention.
she's spending more time with her kids than I.
Yeah, that what kind of shit? Like, men don't want attention. We want. Patricia Neal said it best. We don't want to be alone, but we want to be alone. Like, or he said, we don't want to be alone, but we want to be by ourselves. You know what I mean? We want y'all around in the vicinity where we need you. If we need you, we could call out for your name and you answer. Men don't want it. Not at least not the men I know.
I'll never be able to provide that attention to them, because I do have kids that require most of my attention, and that's all that matters to me. A lot of people do get offended by that. Like, I was in a relationship where someone was like, hey, like, I never really get that much of your important time, you know, but at the end of the day,
This show is helping people.
You're
The
not
guys-
going to-
I feel like this show is helping
Merch.
guys that have been in any situation,
I
you
feel
know,
like-
dumped in any way. It's showing them reasons why, it didn't end well, and what is going on in the girl's mind, so they don't feel as crazy. Like, okay, I did all these things right, but then that's how she's feeling.
Okay, I will say, like, as a single mom, like, or as a co-parent, whatever you guys want to call it, I take care of everything that needs to get taken care of while my kids are around. So while my kids are around, you will not get that much attention from me.
Yeah.
And that immediately turns a lot of men off, because I can't sit here and really take care of what they want me to take care of, whether it be their emotions, give them attention, any kind of,
so let me ask you this. Do you realize that you are at a severe disadvantage in finding a guy who's like a sort of top tier guy?
I definitely realize at what disadvantage I'm at. But at the moment, that's not my main priority. I have 2 toddlers. That's what I'm worried about. In the future, maybe I will be looking for someone that I want to be a little bit more serious with.
How do you feel about him saying her being a single mother lowers her chances of, finding the kind of caliber man that she wants? Maybe probably 6 figures, all that.
It's kind of true. I don't feel no kind of way about it because it's kind of true. They're taking on you and some kids when they could be going after someone with no kids.
Yeah, that's what they like. That's what they try to say a lot of times. But nowadays, you really ain't gonna find girls
with kids or without
kids.
kids. Yeah,
unless you're going young, like 18, 19. That's about it. That's our dogs. Excuse them. They were fighting. But let us know what you guys think about the Fresh and Fit podcast. I don't really like Myron ass, but he be having some good content, so I'm connected to it. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you think. I'm sorry. Like, share, and subscribe, please. Let us know what you think. Can't be canceled, family. Back with another one.
Let's go.
Why they don't trust them?